Stop wasting time. Go out there right now and grab the attention. What am I talking about? Don't waste time with certain platforms, certain products and services for your social media. You see, you might be playing checkers with your social media or your online presence when you should be playing chess. Welcome to the Paul CruzShow. I hope everyone is doing well. I have an exciting topic that I think will help you increase your sales. Now, for those of you who are just starting a business or just diving into the social media business, and you're a salesman for a company, and you're an entrepreneur, this is for you. Get off to the right start. Don't make unnecessary mistakes, which I compare it to an analogy in football, unnecessary roughness. One of the things I've learned about diving into social media is my biggest concern was to try to be popular like a lot of people and not really do business. That was my biggest fear because it's easy for that to happen. I've been very fortunate that I've been disciplined not to allow myself to fall into that. There's a lot of people out there right now that just flat out want attention, want to be popular, bring nothing to the table, no substance to the table, yet they are influencers, they get people going, but at the end, it's not what I like. So you have to make that decision. Welcome to the Paul CruzShow. I hope everyone's doing well. I have a very powerful topic I want to share with you guys. I hope you guys that are on social media right now, keep an open mind and maybe something will trigger you to make a change in your online presence that will help you increase your sales volume strategically and effectively. But before we dig into the topic, if you're listening to this or watching this on YouTube, hit the subscription button below if you like it. Share your comments, also give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Now, when I got involved in social media over 2.5 years ago, I had a lot of people prior to that trying to persuade me that I needed to personally do social media, that I had a lot to offer, from sales experience to business experience and things like that. And I was against it. I was resisting it like a plague because I didn't want to get into all of that. There was so much to learn. I didn't want to make the mistakes a lot of people do. I didn't want to be popular. There's certain things I just didn't want to be involved with. However, I kept an open mind as a businessman, and I was finally persuaded by a few people, and I decided to think about it. And when I thought about it, I said, okay, I'm going to look into this and see if it's something I want to do and if it's worth it, that it can help my clients and my customers, because they also were trying to persuade me to get into social media. Long story short, I decided to do it, and it was one of the best decisions I've made. Now, I'm not an influencer. I don't have a lot of followers, and all of that is on purpose. Because for me, it's all about being effective, being able to do what you're able to do with what you have, and not try to bite more than you can chew, or bite off more than you can chew. Does that make sense? And for those of you who know me and follow me and watch my videos and listen to my audios and things like that, I love selling. It's a passion of mine. I think it's the greatest profession in the world. Without salespeople, nothing happens. When I got into social media, I created a strategy called social media conversion strategy that I implemented. What I used to do in the stock industry when I used to own my own brokerage firm, when I was a venture capitalist. I had certain strategies to raise money. And I'm applying it here on social media and in my business personally. Now, don't waste time. Go grab attention, the right attention, and then you will earn the sale. You will grow your business. Now, with this coronavirus and this pandemic that's going on, there's a lot of businesses that are getting hurt or that got hurt. I got hurt personally. I had to shut down my business, and I had to do the things I needed to do to get it back on track. So what is the right attention? In order to get the right attention, you have to keep this in mind. Getting attention can pump you up or puff you up. So you have to put your ego aside. It's not going to be easy, but it's worth it. One of the things I made a decision on, if I want to get and generate 1 million followers and subscribers and things, I could do it. I know how. I choose not to do it because I have a plan in place, and I'm going to stick to that plan because it's an effective plan. It's a longevity plan. So you need to ask yourself, am I ready to go out there and grab attention? See, once you grab attention and you earn it and you put yourself out there the right way with a strategy and a plan and stay focused on that, then you're going to earn the sales and you're going to earn the business. And your business will reward you for doing it the right way. It's so easy to cut corners these days because of all the technology that's out there. People become lazy. They just want everything quick. Nobody wants to think anymore. When I was talking about cold calling on social media 2 years ago, people mocked me. People laughed at me. They thought I was crazy. Cold calling on social media? I say yes. It works. And I say this many times. There's more opportunities today to earn more business through the art of cold calling. So let's break it down. Grabbing attention. Well, first of all, you have a lot of different social media platforms, right? So what you have to do and understand is, how do you get leads to grab the attention so that you could generate the sale and develop customers? Well, there's a different strategy for Facebook. There's a different strategy for Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn, TikTok, the Better Business Bureau, even the search engines. These are all platforms. These are all unbelievable opportunities. The question is, you have to know your business. You have to know what you have and then decide how you want to go out there and grab attention. I met some clients that have these high-end, applications for automated system that they didn't even need it. It was too big for their business because they were too lazy to just figure out the slowest thing to do might be the right thing to do, and then learn cold calling at the same time. So with social media, it's unbelievable. It's the greatest thing. Now, there's other ways to grab attention, which is becoming very popular now. You can text message people. Obviously, you can email people. You can video conference through Zoom. There's so many things you can do. I do some of those things. But one of the things that I do, and I never lose sight of, is I always cold call. I always call people that I targeted, that I want their attention because they need my services. That's how I'm grabbing attention. Again, it's not about getting attention. It's about grabbing the right attention. Does that make sense? So you got to ask yourself, if something's not working and you keep doing it and doing it over again, everyone knows that's insanity. Expecting a different result. And that's why being a professional salesman is the greatest profession, because you can adjust to anything. Because at the end, it comes down to selling. Some of you may not like to hear that word. Most people don't like to be sold. I say that many times. But at the end, everyone's buying and selling. Now, if it's a big influencer that's very popular, that's known over the world, you don't mind being solicited by them. You don't mind them selling you, right? Because you buy their videos, you buy their audio, you buy their books. Nothing wrong with that. You're being sold. You're justifying it in your mind. They grabbed your attention. They earned it. Nothing against that. But if you're not at that level, how do you get there? Well, you got to start with the basics. So you got emails, you got texts. For me, it's good old cold calling, the phone. Now, I'm accepting that texting is important. So I'm not discrediting that. It's just not my ammo. It's one of the things that I use. And then I do a cold call following that. But most of my time, I'm cold calling either, from the Better Business Bureau, my followers, and things like that. Now, cold calling is another way to grab attention. It is not easy, but I believe it's still one of the best tools to use for several reasons. Number one, it makes you a much better salesperson. It molds you. I call it like boot camping of sales. You get to hear all the objections. It helps you master the art of rebuttals. It helps you to learn to listen more. And it helps you build a strong sales value as a salesman, as a business owner, entrepreneur. Because the guy or the girl on the other line know that what you're doing is not easy. And if you do it right, they appreciate that. And if they buy your product and services and it works for them, they even appreciate that cold call even more so. That you can reminisce on it. So you have social media that you can use to grab attention. You have email and text. The problem with emails, in my view, is that it gets too long-winded. I get emails from influencers all the time that I follow. But they never follow up with me, only with emails. And it gets boring because I think people need attention. Personal attention. And people get caught up in too much, social media and texting and emailing and not enough personal one-on-one. That's just my view. So grab attention. Go out there and earn the sale. Earn the business. It's not going to come to you, even though it's in front of you. I spoke to one of my clients the other day, and he says, Paul, you know what? You were right about what you said about, targeting those that are following you. They're right there. They're knocking on your door. You got some of their attention. Now it's time for you to close it. Think about that, guys. Just think about it. Now, some people are not ready for social media because they may have a vision for it. They may have a certain reason why they're trying to grab attention. And then when it fails, they get discouraged. So you have to understand, by grabbing attention, going out there and putting it on the line, you're open to rejection. Period. I'm not afraid of that at all. I embrace it because I'm prepared. And I don't see it as rejection. I see it as an objection. And them telling me, why should I do business with you? Like when someone tells me, no, I'm not interested, I don't buy into that. Not when they first say it. They say it, 2 or 3 times and, they're not interested. I'll let it go at that moment. However, not interested to me means, why should I do business with you than the other people that call me? That's just the way I see it. I see it from a positive perspective. But I got their attention. When I cold call and I don't know the customer or the prospect, they're not following me, they're not linked to me, they're not subscribers, they're flat out cold calling from Better Business Bureau or the Google search engine, Yahoo. It doesn't matter. I'm just cold calling. I'm grabbing that attention. And if I get through the first 5 seconds, I'm going to have a conversation with them because I grabbed their attention. I got their attention now. Does that make sense? So, then, if your goal is to be an influencer, well, you got to start somewhere. For me, I'm not really concerned about being an influencer. What I focus on is the followers that I work with, that I'm in contact with, that I have a relationship with. Those are my targeted audience as far as business and sales is concerned. I grab their attention. They grab my attention. And that's how I pursue it. And I allow that through the sales to grow my followers. And if I become an influencer, that's fine. But that's not my goal at the moment. Then to go grab attention, it's not just go grabbing attention. You got to have a strategy. You got to have an effective process. You have to understand sales. You have to know and believe and be convicted that what you're offering this person you're trying to grab attention from is going to help them. So for me to grab attention is not for me, it's because I'm there to help them, the prospect, because I targeted them. But they don't know who I am yet. And those that do, that follow me, that's a different story. But the point I'm trying to make is you have to go out there and grab attention. Don't waste time with negativity. Don't waste time trying to buy every product, every app that's out there that you think is going to change your business overnight. You have to grab attention. You have to go out there and get it done. Does that make sense? Some people are shy. Some people don't like going out there because they don't like rejection. So they do a lot of posting. They do all these graphic things to try to, bring people in, a trailer or things like that. That's all well and good. But is that the smartest thing to do? Just think about it. For me, I ran ads one time on Facebook and one time on Instagram because I was curious to see how it worked. I don't use it yet. Don't need to yet. Doesn't mean I won't down the road or in the future. But I have a plan on how I'm going to grab attention and why I'm grabbing attention. And it's working beautifully because I'm sticking to it. I'm not getting caught up in all the hype to, get 1 million followers and subscribers. I mean, I'll get there. And if that was my goal to do that, I would have done it already. It's not my goal yet. I'm going to earn the business. I'm going to earn the sales. I'm going to earn the relationships. And I'm going to build those relationships. That's important to me. That's why I'm grabbing attention, because I'm grabbing the right attention to the right customers, to the right relationships. But I had to go through the process. Does that make sense? So, before we go, earlier in my career as a salesman, I read a lot of sales books back before the internet. And now with the internet, there's so many sales books out there, so many people giving advice, there's so many influencers, that are top notch, but they're more marketers than anything. So you got to be careful what you read, what you allow yourself to take into your mind, because selling is a great profession. And for me personally, a lot of people write the same types of books. I try to keep it simple, effective, authentic, original, break sales down to simplicity where, they throw these big words and they make it complicated. Selling, like anything else, you got to know the basic fundamentals, and grabbing attention is one of them. It's a phenomenal thing to do. So I hope this has been helpful, guys. I want to thank you for being part of the Paul Cruz Show. Thank you for subscribing, for those of you who subscribe. If you've been watching me and listening to me, you haven't subscribed, join the Paul Cruz Show family just by hitting the subscription button. And Till we speak again, I say goodbye for now. And remember this, don't waste time. Go out there and grab the right attention, and then you will earn the sales. Have a great day. Bye for now.